Look directly into the lens. There's this thing your dog does, maybe every single day. You've probably smiled at it, maybe even filmed it and sent it to a friend, but you have no idea what they're actually asking you for. Picture it. Your dog gets up, walks over and sits down, not in front of you, not demanding anything, just close enough that their shoulder presses into your leg. Warm, solid, heavy almost. They don't bark, they don't paw at you. They don't paw at you, they just lean and stay there, like their whole body just settled. You clicked on this video because you want a trick, a hack, something quick you can do and suddenly your dog is, I don't know, happier, calmer, more bonded to you? Short, heavy paws. Here's the thing though. Actually, wait. The trick isn't something you teach your dog. It's something you have to stop doing yourself. And before you roll your eyes at that, I get it. You're doing everything right on paper. The walks, the food, the vet visits, the toys, the training classes. And yet there's this quiet, nagging feeling that your dog still needs something from you that you're not giving. That guilt is real, and it's pointing at something real too. By point 5 in this video, I'm going to show you something so stupidly simple, you'll probably feel a little embarrassed you didn't already know it, but also kind of relieved. It costs nothing. It takes about 30 seconds, and your dog has been asking you for it this whole time. Stay with me on this one. It matters more than the title makes it sound. Point 1. Your dog isn't just being weird. The head tilt, the stare from across the room. The way they follow you into the bathroom like it's a matter of national security, we laugh these off as quirks. They're not quirks. It's a communication system that's been running this whole time, and we mostly weren't fluent. Dogs co-evolved with us for over 15,000 years specifically to read us. They're genuinely the only non-human animal that looks to a human face for emotional guidance, not food, not direction, guidance. They've been watching your face longer than you've probably noticed. Point 2. Here's the mistake almost every owner makes without knowing it. We respond to what our dogs do loudly, the barking, the jumping, the zoomies, and we completely miss what they do quietly. Hold up a hand like stop, the soft yawn when they're stressed, the slow blink when they're content, turning their head away when something feels like too much. There's actual research on this, calming signals, but forget the textbook language for a second. Basically, your dog has this whole vocabulary of tiny gestures, and we've been ignoring most of them because they just aren't loud enough to notice. That's not a failure on your part. It's just, now you know, and now you can do better. Point 3. Let's go deeper on one specific thing. The lean, when your dog presses their weight into your legs and just stays there. Most people think that's clinginess or anxiety. Actually, no, it's more layered than that. It's trust, made physical. Your dog is making themselves vulnerable on purpose because you're the one place they feel safe enough to do it. There's research on oxytocin. Physical contact between dogs and their people triggers the same bonding hormone released during human mother-infant contact. But forget the lab coats for a second. Think about your couch, the end of a long day. That specific warmth against your leg, that's not science to your dog. That's just love with nowhere else to go but you. We'll come back to that lean. Hold on to it. Point 4. This one's uncomfortable. Look directly into the lens. There are everyday moments where we accidentally send our dogs the wrong message, calling them to come and then clipping the leash, which ends the fun the second they listen, reaching over the top of their head to pet them, which a lot of dogs read less as affection and more as a dominance move. Putting them in the crate right after they've done something wrong so the crate becomes the punishment place instead of the safe place. Every training article tells you to be consistent. Cool. Consistent at what? Because if you're consistently doing these things, you're consistently confusing them. And that's not a character flaw. That's just nobody ever telling you. Point 5. This is the one. Short, heavy pause. The trick isn't a command. It's not a hand signal. It's not a treat schedule. The trick is just stop, fully stop, and look at them. That's it. That's the whole thing. Here's what that actually does. Genuine, unhurried attention regulates a dog's nervous system. It tells them the one thing they're constantly trying to figure out. Am I okay with you right now? 30 seconds. Sit on the floor. No phone, no TV, just your hands on their back and your full, undivided presence. Most owners give their dogs plenty of time, but not attention. And dogs feel that difference immediately. You'll know it worked when you hear it. That long, heavy, full-body exhale. The sigh. The one that makes their whole ribcage drop. That sigh is the whole point. That's your dog finally feeling settled enough to let go. Point 6. Here's why this fixes more than you think. Dogs who feel securely connected to their owners show lower stress hormone levels, less destructive behavior, less separation anxiety, faster learning. This isn't feel-good fluff. There's a direct line between feeling emotionally safe and actually behaving better. The dog who tears up the couch when you leave isn't a bad dog. They're a scared dog. Look directly into the lens. And scared dogs don't need more discipline. They need more of exactly what we just talked about. Point 7, last thing before we land this, the guilt. The long work days, the distraction, the days you just don't have the energy. Your dog already knows. They track your stress and your mood better than most people in your life do. And they don't keep score. They don't hold grudges. Every time you walk back through that door, even after 20 minutes, it's a clean slate. That explosive, full-body, ridiculous greeting, that's not just excitement. That's forgiveness on a loop. Pause. Speak quietly. So go back to the lean. Next time your dog walks over, presses that weight against your leg, and just stays there, you'll know what they're saying now. They're not asking for a trick. They're not waiting for a command. They're telling you, I trust you enough to let my whole body rest on yours. We spend so much time trying to figure out what our dogs need. Better food, better toys, better training. And the whole time they're sitting there, leaning against us, already holding the answer. Short pause, soft smile. If this one got you, send it to someone who loves their dog. They'll know exactly what it means.